I'm going to try to keep this video as short as possible here. So what is a complex fraction? It can be tedious here. So fractions that contain one or more terms with fractions, these are complex fractions. So they do include variables at times. So for our first example, we're going to take t, the variable t, over 10 divided by 1 over 2. Let's rewrite this here horizontally. T over 10 divided by 1 over 2. We're going to change the division into multiplication and flip the second fraction and replace it by the reciprocal. So we have t over 10 times 2 over 1. Let's simplify a little bit here. We notice that 2 can go into 10 5 times. So scratch off the 2, replace it with a 1, and scratch off the 10, replace it with a 5. Rewriting the statement as t over 5 times 1 over 1. Simple multiplication here. T times 1 gives us t. 5 times 1 gives us a denominator of 5. And a final outcome of t over 5. So this is a great example of complex fractions. Let's take another example where we have to multiply, divide, add, and subtract. So 3 over 7 plus 1 over 5 divided by 3 wholes minus 1 over 6. So let's start with the numerator. We notice here that we have 7 and 5. Okay. And what we need to do is find common denominators for the numerator and common denominators for the denominator. Two separate common denominators. So focusing on our numerator here, 3 over 7 plus 1 over 5, we notice that there's a common denominator of 35. So let's multiply 7 by 5 and 3 by 5. For 1 over 5, let's multiply 5 by 7 and 1 by 7. Now, let's take a look at the denominator. 3 wholes minus 1 over 6. Where we're going to take the 3 wholes and we're going to convert it into an improper fraction. So 3 over 1. Now the common denominator here will be 6. Alright, so 1 times 6, and the 3 gets multiplied by 6. Now the 1 over 6 gets multiplied by 1. So 1 times 1 and 6 times 1. The next step would be multiplying. So 3 times 5, well, that gives us 15. 7 times 5 will give us 35. Don't forget the addition sign here. Plus 1 times 7, that is 7. 5 times 7 is 35. This numerator divided by, 3 times 6, well, that'll give us 18. 1 times 6 will give us 6, minus 1 times 1, well, that'll give us 1, and 6 times 1, that'll give us 6. Notice how we stay in order here. So now we're going to add 15 plus 7. That's 22. Rewrite the denominator over 35 divided by 18 minus 1 equals 17. And we're going to keep the denominator the same over 6. Let's clean this up a little bit here. For the next step, just try to realize here that we're attempting to maintain order here. Now let's rewrite this horizontally. 22 over 35 divided by 17 over 6. Well, we're going to change the division once again and flip the second fraction. Find the reciprocal here. So 22 over 35 times 6 over 17. And it's simple multiplication at this point. 22 times 6 over 35 times 17. And we're left with 132 over 595.